And eventually, through scaling this technique, you're gonna reach $1,000 a day. What is going on, guys? My name is Arie and welcome back to another video. In this one, I wanted to go step by step showing you how I test products on Facebook. I know I already made a video about it, a low budget strategy, but this one right here is the actual strategy that I'm implementing right now. Today, I am already at almost $800 on the day. It's only 4 p.m. so we still got, 8 hours left of the day, so I think we could easily reach $1,000. And these products that I put on, that I'm testing right now on Facebook, are the ones that were winners on my new store on Instagram. So now I have transferred them to Facebook. I am testing them extensively.
I am math scientist. It's so cool.
And I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do this too, okay? So without wasting any more time, I'm gonna hop into my computer and I'll show you how to do it. Alright guys, so we are on our Facebook Ads Manager now, and this is actually where we're gonna make our ads. Of course, I'm sure you know about this. If you don't know how to make a Facebook Ads Manager account, you should check out one of my videos in the past. I'll probably just link it in the description, where I actually go step by step and how to create a Facebook Ads Manager account. But, to save time, I'm just gonna start off here in this video. So what we're gonna wanna do first, of course, is actually create a campaign. So let's just start over here. So this is when you click create a campaign, this is what it's gonna lead you to. And in my previous video where I show you how to test with a low budget, I actually did an engagement campaign in which you pay per engagement, so you want to have really low engagement. But this time we're actually gonna go for a conversions campaign because we want purchases. We're actually gonna optimize for purchases. And right here, you choose which result you want, and obviously, like I said, we want purchases. So what we're gonna do here is test out this let's see, what were we gonna do? Let's just do the same product that we did last time, the whiskey stone. So we'll just do whiskey stone, or we'll go WC, which is website conversions, and then whiskey stones. And then we want to do break-even point, and then what our break-even point was, I believe it was $9. That was our profit, so we're just going to go with $9. So that's what we need to break even. And then right here, I don't have a pixel installed for this specific website, but for this specific account. But like I said, I do have a video on how you can install the pixel. It's super easy, but I'm sure you probably have already done this. If not, then just, like I said, reference that other video. I do have it in the description, so don't worry. It's really quick. And anyway, so on here, usually it'll say, purchases, add to carts, view content, and we want to optimize for purchases, okay? That's what we want right away. And then right here, when we actually get to the targeting, what we want to go do is go to Audience Insights, okay? So right now, we're on Audience Insights. And we are gonna want to, first of all, unselect the United States. We want to see the whole world here. And then what we're gonna do is just pick one of our interests. So one of our interests was whiskey, because we're selling whiskey stones. So let's see, whiskey right away. So we're gonna see, what's our demographic? 62% male, 38% women, so it's roughly half and half. So we're gonna just target both, because we do want to start out a little bit broad with interest, because then once we start getting some data, we're gonna narrow down by country and by age, of course. So here we go, pretty much all the way up until 64. So we're just gonna target 18 plus, and then right here, we're gonna go to location, and we're actually gonna look at the top countries here. So right away, we're gonna pick all these countries that are above 150%. So we're gonna target Libya, Myanmar, Ireland, Taiwan, Nepal, Bulgaria, okay? Those countries. So right here, well, and the United States. You always wanna add the United States at first, because, the United States is just such a consumer-driven country. So we're gonna go Libya, Myanmar, Ireland, Taiwan, Nepal, and Bulgaria. Okay, perfect. So that's what we're going to want to target right here, because that's what Audience Insights told us are the top countries for this interest. And then right here, like I said, we're going to just do 18 to 65, because over here, Audience Insights tells us that, you know, it's pretty broad. Obviously, most of the people are going to be in this category, but you still never know where your actual buyers are going to be. So that's why you kind of want to start a little bit broad at first. You want to find those buyers. And we're also going to do all genders, because like I said, Audience Insights it wasn't like 90% men, and then, you know, 10% women. It was somewhat equal. So then we're also here gonna uncheck expand interest. You definitely never want to run an ad with expand interest unless you're in like a scaling phase, but we won't talk about that in this video. And then right here, we want to just target that interest that we looked up on Audience Insights, this one. So it's whiskey. And then look at that audience is 17 million people. That's definitely way too big. So we're actually gonna narrow it down here. So what you would call this is flex targeting. So if you ever hear flex targeting, it just means narrowing down your audience. So here we're gonna target engaged shoppers. Engaged shoppers. Okay, so that's 7.5 million. So we're gonna flex it down even further. We're gonna go active credit card users. Active credit card user. And then that narrows it down to 5.4 million, and we're actually gonna narrow it down a little bit further here. Top spenders. Okay, perfect. 1.2 million. This is a prime audience right here. See? It's very targeted. We're targeting only the buyers that are interested in whiskey. So this is a perfect audience. And then over here, when it comes to placements, we're only gonna wanna test Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds. A lot of people don't do Instagram feeds, but honestly, I get so many purchases from Instagram ads that it's really dumb to not test it at first. Obviously, if you see that you're not getting any results from Instagram, once you do break down each ad set when you're analyzing your data, then you do want to, you know, duplicate this and run it with just Facebook. But right now, we're going to do both because we don't know. Okay, that's the thing. You just don't know. And then right here, daily budget, we're just gonna start it at $5 a day. You know, usually $10 is kind of ideal, but $5 works too. It's just gonna take a little bit longer to gather up all the data, but it's totally fine. And then right here, we don't wanna do connected to the Wi-Fi yet. We wanna test that out later. And then we also wanna just leave this as 7-day click or 1-day view, because let's just let Facebook optimize for it. And then one more thing here. We also want to target here people who live in this location, live in these countries that we targeted. We don't want people who are traveling there right now. And then right here in the ad set name, we're just going to call this top, because it's the top countries from Audience Insights. And then we're going to do whiskey, and then flex, top, flex spenders. So let's just do flex spenders. And then we're going to do $5 a day. Perfect. So that's how you want to name it, so then you can kind of more cleanly see how your ad sets are set up. And then after that, we're just gonna essentially run it. Okay, so right here is where we would want to pick our post that we made. So you want to have an already existing post. You know, we'll do one here for my account. Okay, well, I don't have any posts for this account right here, but this is where you would pick your post. Super simple, and the post will have already been made right here. You go to page post, and then you just create a post. And then once you get to this part of the ad set, which is the ad level, you just pick that post. Super simple, okay? So then that's how you make one audience, but you definitely want to test as many audiences as possible. So that's one, okay? And then now we're gonna go and look up a different interest that's similar. And then the way, you know, you don't have to go and do so much research. This is a really simple way to find which interests are gonna be very, very related to whiskey. So right here, page likes, like what other pages do people who like whiskey like? So we're gonna do here Harley Davidson, Ronda Rousey, Tipsy Bartender. These are all cool things. So we're gonna, let's pick Harley Davidson. And obviously that's not directly related to whiskey, but we definitely want to cover a lot of different interests, because like I said, you don't know where your buyers are yet. So you just want to target pretty broad audiences, but still that are semi targeted. And then, you know, here we go. We're just going to start a different ad. So we already have that one, right? So now we want to create a new one. We want to start over. Pick the same campaign, though, of course. We already had the campaign. Whiskey Stones, whatever. I mean, I already showed you how to make it, so I'm not going to recreate that. But then we're just going to go over this again. People who live in this location. And then right here, like I said, we're going to go Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson, we're going to look at the demographics and see this again goes all the way pretty much to 65 plus. So we're just going to target 18 through 65 plus. We're going to narrow it down later on once we do gather some data. And then page likes, whatever, location. This is important. So obviously we want to look at the top countries. And let's just do United States, Australia, and Paraguay. So pretty simple. United States, Australia, Paraguay. Perfect. And then right here we want to target, let me see again the demographics. It's mostly men, but still 20% women. So we're just going to target both again. And then, oh, this is one of the things that I might have missed in the last one. You actually want to do English, people who speak English, okay? Because your ad is going to be in English, of course. And then again, we want to click this expand interest box. We don't want to have it on. We want to just target individual, or I mean, we don't want Facebook to just spend our money freely like that. Harley Davidson. So then we just pick, oh, hold up. Interest, right? Oh, wait, what? Harley Davidson. Perfect, right here. 12 million people, so definitely too big. So we want to narrow it again, and we're going to go engage shoppers. Engage shoppers, perfect. 5.5 million, let's do a little more here. Active credit card users. 4.5 million, let's just do top spenders. Perfect. Look at how clean this audience is. This is perfect. This is ideal. You want an audience, the sweet spot, guys, it's going to be between 500,000 to like 1.5 million, I would say. But the more narrowed down, obviously, the better that it's going to perform in terms of purchases. And that's what we want. We want purchases. So this is a perfect audience. Again, let's just do $5 a day. 7-day or one-click view, that's totally fine. And then we're gonna go to edit placements, and again, we just want the Facebook feeds and the Instagram feeds. That is all. But you definitely want both to start out with. And this is the perfect audience again. So like I said, we'd name it, you know, top country, because that's the top countries from Audience Insights. Harley Davidson, flex spenders, and then just $5 a day, okay? And that's literally all you have to do. And then we just do continue, and like I said, you'd make your ad here. And then you just want to keep doing this for 5 to 10 audiences. So that's definitely what you want. Let's just go, you definitely want 5 to 10 audiences, so you want to just repeat this process 5 to 10 more times, all at $5 a day, or if you have the budget, $10 a day. So you will be spending anywhere from $25 to $50 a day. But ideally, you would be making sales as you go. You really want to just break even at first so we can gather some data and then, you know, kind of create new ad sets based on what the data tells us. So this is just showing you exactly how you would create an ad. In the future, I will make more videos about showing how to analyze your data. But essentially what you want to know is obviously let your $5 ad sets run for anywhere from 4 to 5 days. 4 to 5 days is ideal. Obviously, if by day 3 you're getting no purchases, or I mean no add to carts or anything, only link clicks, then you can just cut that audience out because you know that there's no buyers in that audience. So cut it out, or kill it rather, and then just continue on with the rest of your audiences. If you do see, you know, a significant amount of add to carts and some initiated checkouts as well, then you want to just make sure you keep that audience on for a little bit longer. Obviously, if it keeps performing badly, you're not getting any purchases, just cut it. Or what you can also do is break it down by countries, and then just duplicate that ad set and create it based on the countries that are actually getting you those add to carts and initiate checkouts. So that's essentially what you want to do. You want to recreate the same process that I just showed you 5 to 10 more times, and essentially this is the process that you're going to use to start making $1,000 days, $2,000 days. And then obviously you want to just keep increasing your budgets as you go. duplicate the assets that are winning with an increased budget. So like, you know, if you have a $5 ad set that got you 3 purchases in like 3 days, or 4 purchases ideally, then you want to duplicate that and put it at $10 a day. Okay, that's how you scale. That's gonna be the most efficient way to scale for you. And yes, it does take money, but like I said, initially you do want to just break even. Like, that's your goal. Obviously, if you're making more than that, then that's the dream, but breaking even is pretty much what you want to aim for right now. And that's why in the beginning stages of your campaign, you want to make sure you add your break even point, which is how much profit you're making, so that you know more or less like if your campaign is doing good or not. And that's essentially how you do it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned a ton from it. I try to drop a lot of value, and honestly, this is like a course's worth of information, guys. A lot of people won't show this extensively how to create an ad, and this is the strategy that I'm using right now to make $1,000 days. So definitely make sure you're implementing this strategy if you have the budget. Otherwise, you know, kind of try to just season your pixel with your Instagram influencers, or even just, maybe not even just for the pixel, but just to get you more used to this dropshipping game. Okay, influencers are a lot simpler, but this is still pretty simple. It just requires a little bit higher budget at first. So make sure that you are implementing this if you want to. Make sure you're messing around with the platform so you get used to it and so you're not super lost at the beginning. But besides that, guys, I'm gonna hop out of my computer and say my goodbyes. Alright guys, welcome back. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you noticed that what I'm trying to do here is kind of create a course's worth of information in my YouTube channel, so that you can actually just go and like look at all my videos and get a course's worth of information, because I have bought multiple courses, and this is essentially what they do. They start out with, you know, how to set up your pixel, how to set up your store, and then they dive into like how to set up your ads, and then some more advanced techniques. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't have any courses right now. I only do coaching calls. So this is all you're gonna, like, my channel is literally a free course for you, okay? So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're turning on those notifications so that you are aware of when I'm about to post, and so that you can continuously learn. The most important thing I want you to get out of this, though, is to implement this, okay? Make sure you are taking massive action. That is how you're gonna succeed, and that's how you're gonna beat the competition. So make sure you do that. And that is all I got for you today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.